Another 9370 AC. Just all you guys miss is just putting my gauges on. We're checking rest pressures right now, or static pressure, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, about 90. Yeah, running about 90 psi. So let's check it out and see what we come up with. It's intermittent, so it'll work. You hit some bumps, it stops working, whatever. Let's check it out. Well, you guys know how I like to roll. Here's our schematic. We've already troubleshot one of these before, so I've already got, this is my hand-drawn schematic using the factory schematic as a template. So let's check it out and see what we have here. So right now the thermostat switch has been bypassed, which basically that's just a temperature controlled switch. And it's still going intermittent. So we're just looking here to see what things it could be. I mean, it could be the switches. It's highly unlikely. But could be a relay. Could be our connectors going to either relay. The wiring on these things is old and crispy. It's almost like the circuit that's carrying 10 amps. They used wiring designed to carry 8, and a 20 amp circuit, they used wires designed to carry 15 amps, and so on. So all the wiring is kind of burnt and crispy a little bit. Let's study the circuit a little bit here. This is your battery. Goes through CB, which is circuit breaker L, and then that's going to be for the power side of the relay. The control side of the relay, the key is the switch. Anytime the key's on, this relay is energized. So this should always basically be closed between 30 and 87. Anytime the key's on, that's closed if this breaker's good. And your blower motor, that's also another switch. It has to be on one of these fan speeds. It can't be on off. But once it's on a fan speed, then it comes through your AC thermostat switch, which goes to your compressor relay, to your compressor clutch. Okay, now this is the power side of this relay. This is the control side. It gets power after the thermostat switch, goes through your low pressure switch, and it goes through your high pressure switch as well. So if either one of these open, then it'll take away power from the control side of the relay, and then that would then take power away from your clutch. So quick overview how the system works. Let's see what's happening in reality now. Check it out, guys. Keys on. We have fan. All right, guys, we have fan. I just talked to the operator. It's actually a buddy of mine, but he said when the AC acts up, he still has fan. So now our circuit is going to be from this thermostat switch forward. That's what we're going to be checking out now. Check it out, guys. We currently have working AC. Check it out, guys. We just plugged the thermostat back in. I put it on the very low setting, like it just clicked right here at this setting. So now we're going to make sure the thermostat is cycling. Watch our gauges. We should see our low pressure react to this when it turns off and on. Look how high our low side is. The AC is off right now. I'll leave the camera here. I'm going to go turn that thermostat a little bit colder. We got my favorite tool, the test light. All right, test light has power. It's looking for ground. Now check it out. I've just plugged the thermostat back in. Now look here. This side of the thermostat is grounded. Check this wire here. No ground there. Now we move my test light to ground. Now it's going to be looking for power. Look at there. We have power on one side of the thermostat. No power here. Alright, check it out, guys. You know how I love my homemade diagnostic training aids, or diagnostic aids, if you will. Here's what we just made. It's a 10 amp self-resetting circuit breaker. We can plug this into it, and it gives me my alligator clips. The reason we've done that is the circuit breaker, I did find circuit breaker L. There is no power to it, no power out of it. So rather than just short it, we're going to use a controlled short here and we'll see what we get, and we can continue our troubleshooting. I don't know if those are normally the self-resetting type of breakers or if it's just a one and done. I really don't know, to be honest. Check it out, guys. I made a mistake. This is ground. It's connected to the casing, which is grounded by being mounted. I had this wire plugged into that, but look what I found over here. I didn't realize there's two spades on this side here. I only saw this one, so I hooked that other wire up on this side over here, which is ground, which is what popped that circuit breaker. But anyway, we have power on this wire when the fan is on. Here's how we're going to test our thermostat, make sure it's good. Our test light is grounded. Let's see if I can hold the light and let you guys see what we're doing right now. Okay, the fan is on. Here's the other terminal. Hold on, let me try to get you guys set up. We are pinned in on the other spade. And just by turning the thermostat, the temperature setting, our thermostat is good. We're going to continue on. Another quick update, guys. AC's blowing cold. Test light is looking for ground. This circuit breaker, I had no power on this. It has ground running through this circuit breaker both sides. So unless I drew my schematic wrong, my schematic indicates that this is power. But it's ground through here. Anyway, all we've done so far, we've swapped out the AC relay with the wiper relay, because these relays, I mean, they just get crispy after a while. So that's the only thing we've actually changed. We put the thermostat back together correctly. We're gonna button this up. The operator's gonna run this machine right after lunch, and I'll be working over here on something else close by. So if it has any problems, he's gonna bring it right back to me. I told him, don't turn it off, don't change anything. I need to see what it's doing in the state when it's not working. So that's where we're at right now, guys. For now, the AC's working. We're gonna unhook our gauges the correct way. Open your high. So you can see the liquid refrigerant in here coming out of the high line, and you can watch the low pressure gauge respond to that liquid. Don't forget these caps.